Commercial Point Homecoming Queens Contest. My name is Susan McClure-Lang, and I am one of the Queens coordinators, along with Mackenzie Reinhardt. My daughter, she's doing the registration table. We'll begin with the national anthem, sung by Miss Lilia Polizzi. We are lucky enough to have Lily as one of our contestants this year, so we'd like to invite her up on the stage to sing the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang and laughed, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Lilia. Before we begin the contest, we would like to introduce our judges this evening. Our first judge is Laura Nungaster. Anna Worcester. Susan Sweeney. And Judy Beckman. Now I'm going to have our last year's queens introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Marilyn McGrath and I'm your Commercial Point Homecoming Queen second attendant. Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Klein and I'm your 2024 Commercial Point Homecoming first attendant.
Hi everyone, my name is Maddie Freimeyer and I'm the 2024 Commercial Point Homecoming Queen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Now, if everyone is ready, we will begin by asking each of the girls individually to come up on stage, introduce herself, and ask a couple of questions from her bio. We'll start with contestant number 1.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Commercial Point Homecoming Festival. My name is Lauren Pierce, and I'm a 17-year-old rising senior at Tazella High School. I've been a competitive dancer for 10 years. I volunteer as a rec cheer coach, and I work a part-time job at Buffalo Wild Wings. At school, I'm involved in multiple clubs, including National Honor Society, Key Club, and Debate Club, where I serve as our social media coordinator. My life goal is to go to college and pursue a career in marketing and be able to travel the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Lauren, you shared on your registration form that you plan to pursue a career in marketing. What inspired you to follow this career path?
So I've always been interested in the field of business, but more specifically, recently I've been able to job shadow my aunt. She works as a social media specialist for a wedding company, and I found it really interesting that she was able to use both her creativity and her collaboration skills together to put on display for her company and be able to create campaigns. Thank you.
You have shared that you are involved in numerous extracurricular activities. Can you share an experience you have gained through one of activities that would help you in your goals should you be selected to be Miss Commercial Point?
So a big thing that I learned in my time volunteering with my first grade girls that I coached cheer for is adaptability. Adaptability is super important being a leader or being a queen. And I found that when I was working with those girls, not everything always went exactly how I thought it was going to. But when I realized that change was okay and I could still be successful when there was change, that's when I realized that I could be a leader. Thank you.
You listed on your registration form that you were involved in a couple different organizations where you work with younger children. What is the most valuable thing you have learned working with these kids?
I have to say teamwork, especially when you're working in a team sport. It's really important to be able to work as a team and be compatible with others. So working with my younger kids, I've taught them teamwork and been able to show my leadership skills through that. Thank you.
This year, we asked each of the girls who registered to submit a platform that they would be running on. This was to give us an idea for service projects during the year so we can focus on the cause that the girls really care about. Lauren, can you share with the crowd what your platform is and why it matters to you?
So my platform is suicide prevention. I've lost multiple family members to suicide, and now more than ever, I think it's really important that we're breaking the stigma around mental health struggles. And if I were to be crowned Miss Commercial Point, I'd love to create peer groups where we'd be able to provide those people with mental health struggles the support and resources that they need to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. I'd like to call up contestant number 2, Leighton Thornton.
Hello, and welcome back to the Commercial Point Festival. Hi, my name's Leighton. I'm 15 years old. I go to school at Thames Valley High School, and I love to cheer, sing, and do art.
Leighton, you are very involved with the cheer program at Thames Valley. What is the most valuable thing that you have learned during your time cheering?
Team bonding, because I love how we all bond together and ask each other questions like what we like and what we love, and it's really fun bonding with these people, our cheer sisters.
You aspire to cheer in college and professionally. What do you think is the most important quality to possess to achieve these goals? You aspire to cheer in college and professionally. What do you think is the most important quality to have to achieve this goal?
To work hard and try your best to get there.
What inspired you to enroll in this competition?
I want to let people know that anybody with disabilities can shine as Miss Commercial Point.
Can you share your platform and why it is important to you?
My platform is I want to help people with disabilities do better in life. And I want to learn, people to learn inclusion and acceptance.
Thank you. attend pharmacy school. What inspired you to pursue a career in pharmaceuticals?
My parents have a friend who is one of the top pharmacists in the state, and I think she is so cool. And we went to the Fairfield Career Center for our school trip, and they said that I was really good at pharmacy. And I thought it was just so cool to see how they did.
On your registration form, you shared you're involved in multiple sports. What quality have you learned from your involvement in sports that will lend best to the role in this Commercial Point should you be selected to the force?
Teamwork and how other people can bring you up. I think that teamwork is so great because I love to be in sports that you have to have people around you. And I just think that my sports have really inspired me to be the person I am.
Thank you. You can have a seat. I'd like to invite up contestant number 4, Ava Kirk.
Hi everyone, my name is Ava Kirk. I'm 16 years old. I'm in junior at Case Valley High School. When I'm older, I will be a veterinarian. It's been my passion since I was about 5 years old. And a fun fact about me is I was Little Miss Commercial Point in 2014. Thank you.
You listed on your registration multiple community service projects. Which project was the most impactful to you and how?
I think the most impactful community service project I've done is definitely Kitty Camp for the Case Valley Cheer program because I learn a lot around with being around kids, and I feel like it's a very good opportunity to have because I just enjoy, spending time with younger kids who have the same passion as I do for the sport, and I just love seeing the smiles on their faces when they follow along with the cheers, and it's just a really good experience overall. Thank you.
You are involved in multiple extracurricular activities. How will you balance your responsibilities in school and your extracurriculars with the responsibility involved with the role if you are selected to be a member of our court?
Second to think about this question. In order to balance my extracurriculars with the title of Miss Commercial Point Homecoming, I will take the time to still work hard in school, do what I love, while also representing my community. Thank you.
You wish to pursue a career in veterinary science. What inspired you to take this path?
So when I was younger, I really enjoyed watching Dr. Paul on National Geographic, and I feel like watching him really inspired me to pursue a career in helping animals, and I've just always had a love for animals, and I just want to be able to advocate for animals that cannot speak for themselves, and I feel like I'd be really strong in that career. Thank you.
Please share with the judges your platform and why it is important to you.
My platform correlates with my future career choice, which is obviously being a veterinarian, and I want to be able to volunteer at local animal shelters and help the animals in need, and also get experience with those animals I will be working with in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Okay, we're going to go out of order for a second because I just realized I forgot to ask Juliana about her platform. So if you come back up here and share your platform, I'd appreciate it.
My platform is to help animals in need, which I have already done before. I have done an animal drive where I collected collars, food, and toys.
Thank you, and I apologize. That was totally my fault. Now I'd like to call up contestant number 5, William Pelizzi. lesson you have learned from your involvement in these types of contests?
The most valuable lesson that I have learned from the pageant that I am in is you just have to be yourself no matter what happens on stage, off stage, and just make really good bonds with the contestants overall.
On your registration form, you listed involvement in a program called Magical Adventures. Please share with us what that is and how it has impacted you.
Magical Adventures is a platform where kids from 14 to whatever age dress up and get to go to kids' birthday parties for people who have disabilities or not. And it's really impacted me because it's shown me how much kids really look up to little princesses and how princesses have impacted their life. And they really just look up to them because they're obviously a magical princess. And I hope to one day become that.
You share that you're a songwriter. What is the biggest challenge you have experienced in songwriting and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge that I have overcome in songwriting is figuring out the beat to the lyrics. Sometimes you figure out a slow beat to a fast beat lyric song, but sometimes you have a fast beat to lyrics that are sad. So what I try to figure out is I play some notes on the keys and I figure out what beat goes best with the lyrics.
And now can you share with the crowd your platform and why it is important to you?
My platform is foster care. When I was younger, I did not have the parents who were able to take care of me, so I was adopted by my mom and dad. My dad sadly passed away 6 years ago, but I am still thriving because of my mother. Thank you.
Thank you. For those of you who may be new this year, each year our contestants answer a random question from our fishbowl. These questions can be more difficult and the girls are encouraged to take their time and think through the question and their answers before they respond. This year we have decided to mix up the order of the girls. We're going to have each girl draw a random fish with a number on it and that'll be the order that they come up for their fishbowl question. Who got number one? Number one, okay, Lauren. Okay, it didn't work so good yet. We'll try it later. Okay, you can choose any slip that you would like, and you can read over before you hand it to me, and then I'll read it aloud. Lauren's question is, do you think social media is bringing people together or causing separation?
I believe that social media is bringing people together because I'm able to communicate with family members and friends across the country that otherwise I would not be able to communicate with, and I can really do this in one tap of a button. So it's been a big part of being able to keep communication with those that I'm far from. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Who's lucky number 2? Okay, Lily? Service or volunteer experience you have ever had?
to help out decorating for Christmas, and which also counted 2 community service hours for my 8th grade year there. It really helped me get closer with God and realize how much He's gifted me with me and my family, and how He saved me from such a dark place, which was with my original parents. Thank you.
We've got number 3. Oh, Juliana. Juliana's question is, tell us about your biggest weakness.
My biggest weakness would have to be self-doubt. I try to have as much confidence as I can, and as we know, bullies and many other things can be really hard to have that. But I think self-doubt would have to be my worst weakness.
Thank you. This number 4, Avery. What is the biggest challenge young girls face today?
I definitely feel like the biggest challenge young girls face today, especially teenagers, is stereotypes. Because girls are expected to reach certain standards, which are kind of just unreachable. And I feel like it really impacts some girls on how they think about themselves and how they present themselves, and keep them back from being confident. Thank you.
Thank you. And number 5, Layton. And Layton's question is technology hurting our communication skills?
I think no, because we need technology to learn and stuff, and it can be sometimes, but we need it for school still.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to give our judges a few minutes to work on their scores, and then we're going to excuse them. They're going to go to the building behind us so they can deliberate whenever they're ready. I'd like to start with thanking all of our sponsors who have supported us this year. A special thanks to the Commercial Point Community Men's Club for hosting our festival and allowing us to have this contest. It's a lot of work to put on the contest, and it gets expensive. They do put a lot of money into this contest for the girls. The girls get a lot of nice things. They get to go a lot of places. The men's club is very generous and does pay for their luncheons, which can get quite expensive. We'd also like to thank the Ladies Auxiliary, Dandelion Ridge Family Farm, Laxton Photography, Mellow Milks and More, Pumpkin and Cup Tea Company, and Chase Valley Against Overcrowding. And last but certainly not least, Cider Blooms for donating the beautiful flowers that are decorating our stage tonight. Now it's time for our court from last year to give their farewell speeches.
Good evening, everyone. As my time as a Commercial Point Homecoming Day second attendant comes close to an end, I just want to take a moment to reflect on the unforgettable experiences I have had. First and foremost, I want to thank the entire community for your support and encouragement. Being part of this tradition has been an absolute honor. One of the highlights of my time, something I'll never forget, was winning a watermelon competition. I only got $10, but it's not a big deal. My dress got really good. I want to give a huge thank you to my mom and my dad. Your love and support means everything to me, from helping me find the perfect dress off on the sidelines. You've been there for every step of the way. I couldn't have done this without you. I also want to give a thank you to the men's club for everything they provided this year. Finally, thank you for Jesse for always taking me to festivals whenever I needed a ride and always being there for me. To Maddie and Morgan, traveling with you guys has been such an unforgettable experience, and I will always be so grateful to travel across all of Ohio with you. This experience has reminded me just how special this community is. Commercial Point is more than a place, it's a family, and I am so proud to have represented this small town in a meaningful way. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 96th Annual Commercial Point Homecoming. My name is Morgan Klein, and I'm your 2024 Miss Commercial Point Homecoming First Attendant. Throughout the past year, it has been an honor to travel around the state and represent Commercial Point at numerous festivals. I had a lot of fun and gained so many new friends that I never would have met otherwise, and made memories that will last a long time. My favorite festival that I attended has to be the Asheville 4th of July celebration. It was really nice not only to interact with young women from all across the state, but also to watch Asheville's outgoing court, who I had already been familiar with, pass their titles down to another group of well-deserving young ladies. There are a lot of people who helped make this year successful. First, I would like to thank our directors, Susan and Kenzie, for keeping us up to date on our festival invitations, being understanding when there were a few events that I couldn't make it to, and making sure we always knew what was going on. These two girls on stage over here were also a big part of my experience. I loved keeping each other entertained during parade lineups and luncheons. We had some good laughs this year that I will remember for a long time. To the Commercial Point Men's Club, thank you for sponsoring our trips to festivals this year and for coordinating the homecoming. I really enjoyed being in luncheons and parades around the state, and that wouldn't have been possible without your support. Lastly, my parents. Thank you guys for buying me all of my dresses, driving me to festivals, putting up with me on festival days, and supporting me throughout my whole year. I couldn't have done any of this without you. To the new court, we are not lying when we say your year on the court goes by extremely fast. Enjoy every moment of it, because before you know it, you'll be back on this stage counting a new group of ladies. Realize that you are being chosen as a representative of a community that holds a special place in all of our hearts, and be aware of the responsibilities that come with receiving a title. Always carry yourself with dignity, because you are setting an image of the values that our town stands for, even when you are not in crown and sash. Try to make friends wherever you go, and most importantly, have fun. I wish you all the best and hope your year is as great as mine was. With that, for the last time, my name is Morgan Klein, and I am and forever will be your 2024 Miss Commercial Point Homecoming First Attendant. Thank you.
I just want to preface this with I just got a concussion on Sunday night. I'm still recovering from it, so if I stumble a little bit, I promise you I am good at public speaking. Good evening. I'm so excited to welcome you all to the 96th Annual Commercial Point Homecoming Festival. For those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Maddie Freimeyer, and I'm your 2024 Commercial Point Homecoming Festival Queen. I've had a truly remarkable year, and I now have the bittersweet honor of crowning your next reigning queen. Before I begin my message to the contestants, I would like to first thank a few organizations and individuals for their much appreciated contributions to this program. First and foremost, my deepest thanks go out to the Commercial Point Men's Club. Without your strong foundation, this festival, nor our crowns, would be viable. I'd also like to recognize our excellent pageant directors, Susan and Kenzie. You two have dedicated an incredible amount of time and effort into this experience for my court and I, and your hard work has not gone unnoticed. To the various local businesses that have donated to our cause, we couldn't be more grateful for your generosity. I want to thank my second attendant, Raylan, and her mother, Melissa, for being exactly the people I needed in my life, especially when I least expected it. To my loved ones in the audience tonight, your presence means everything to me, and I couldn't have done this year without you. To my family, thank you for continuously reminding me to chase my dreams and encouraging me in the fact that I can do anything I set my mind to. I love you more than words can say. And to Luke, thank you for being my best friend for the past 10 years and for always being there for me, rain or shine. I'll forever cherish our friendship, and I'm so grateful that I got to experience this chapter of my life with you by my side. Above all, I owe it to the Lord for giving me the confidence and grace needed to compete for the title of Homecoming Queen. He has blessed me with a love for public speaking and leadership, skills I will carry with me throughout my entire life. Without him, none of this would have ever been possible. I know that God has a plan for me, and I'm so blessed that this experience has been a part of it. To wrap up my formal acknowledgments, I'd like to thank the community as a whole for your overwhelming support throughout the past year. From the evening I was crowned to my final moments as queen, this village has shown me nothing but reverence and pride toward my crown. If you had told me a year ago today that I would be standing here as your reigning queen, I probably would have laughed in your face. Growing up, I never thought of myself as a pageant queen. I didn't think I was the type of girl who could rock a ball gown or a sparkly tiara. Last spring, then Queen Kylie Haynersberry reached out to me and encouraged me to run for the pageant. I was honestly confused at first, but the more I considered it, the more I thought, why not? And wow, am I sure glad that I went for it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I would have been overjoyed just to make it onto the court. Little did I know I was about to experience one of the most unique and rewarding opportunities of my life. Like I said, I had very little idea of what to expect from the competition, and I definitely had zero clue what my reign would look like. I arrived about 10 minutes late to the pageant, wearing a dress I found in my closet because the one I had planned to wear snapped minutes before I was supposed to leave. I had even told my friends and family not to come because I figured I would make it on the court anyway. Thankfully, I changed my mind at the last minute, and my mother, my grandparents, and my favorite teacher, Miss Sisley, were able to see me get crowned as your queen. My point in acknowledging the unexpectedness of my crown is that this pageant isn't just about looking pretty in a dress, although you ladies all look beautiful tonight. This title is about public speaking, community involvement, and strong character. The Miss Commercial Point Homecoming Queen should be a young woman who is not only adept at speaking in front of a crowd, but also poised in conversation with fellow royalty she will meet in her travels. She should be dedicated to serving her community and consistently aiming to make the world a better place. While strong character may be a subjective term, I believe it includes unconditional kindness, unwavering ambition, and an indestructible level of confidence. That being said, one is not born with strong character, and I believe it can never fully be conquered. Instead, it should serve as an ever-adapting goalpost for all individuals to strive toward. Those who aim to have strong character make a dedicated commitment to the continuous development of oneself. The title of Miss Commercial Point gives young women an opportunity to embody this concept in a way that captures the true spirit of the community. Over the past year, I visited nearly 20 different festivals across Ohio, deepening my love and appreciation for the small towns of this state. I've also had the opportunity to engage in various ways within our own community, seeing the village of Commercial Point from a completely different perspective. Serving as the Commercial Point Homecoming Festival Queen has taught me so much about community, leadership, and responsibility. As many of you know, I dream of being a successful politician one day, leading Americans into a better future. My role as queen has undoubtedly equipped me with skills I will carry into my career, and I will never forget the community of Commercial Point and the experience that has shaped me to the person I am today. One day, when I'm giving my inaugural address, I will reflect back on this time when I had the opportunity to address this small but valuable crowd, and I will still be grateful for all this year has taught me. To the contestants sitting before us this evening, no matter the outcome of this pageant, you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Not many people, let alone teenagers, have the bravery to put themselves out there on stage the way you have tonight. Keep being a light of inspiration to those around you, and never back down from a chance to shine. I wish the best of luck to all of you, and while I'm saddened to say goodbye to this title, I am overjoyed to pass this monumental experience to the next woman who will have the honor of serving and representing this community. It has been the highest honor to serve and represent Commercial Point in a positive, genuine manner, one that reflects the charming nature of this community. And for the last time, I am, and forever will be, your 2024 Miss Commercial Point Homecoming Queen. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the court for doing such a good job this year. They traveled a lot of places, spent a lot of time on floats and in luncheons. I know it says luncheon at 1, parade at 4, but it's an all-day affair. It takes all day to get there, to get ready, do your luncheons, do the parade, get in the car, come home, get something good to eat at the festivals. Every festival has a good food that you gotta try. So they're very dedicated. They did a great job representing the community. And with that being said, I would like to have Maddie Freimeyer come up. For fulfilling her duties as Miss Commercial Point Homecoming for the year 24-25, she will be awarded a check in the amount of $250 upon graduation and acceptance to a post-secondary education. Okay, I do have the results, but it's going to be just a second. I want to remind our contestants, When we announce the winners, we're gonna go up on stage, stay up here, we're gonna take pictures, and then you still have to stay because we have packets to give you, so I don't wanna be chasing you all over the homecoming, so stick around so I can give you your packets and go over, because our first required parade is a week from this Saturday, so I wanna get you all the information as quickly as I can. While we're preparing for crowning, I'd like to welcome Rhonda Shepard to the stage. She's gonna talk about a fundraiser that's happening for our county seniors.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Rhonda Shepard. I've lived here in Commercial Point for 29 years, and the festival has always been a highlight for our family. I work down at the Pickaway County Senior Center. I'm the adult daycare director down there. Part of the Senior Center, it's a nonprofit organization, and we deliver over 400 meals daily to seniors all across our county. We have a fleet of 14 minivans, and we put on 10,000 miles a month on these minivans, delivering food. We have the adult daycare for seniors that have dementia and Alzheimer's. That's the part of the operation that I'm involved in. And we have different exercise classes and different services. So this year on June 28th, down at AmVets in Circleville, we are having a fundraiser. We're having a pork tenderloin sale and a car show to help raise money to offset the rising costs of the food and the gasoline costs to drive all over our county. Pickaway County, I don't know if you know this, is one of the largest counties in our state. So, of the 400 meals that we serve daily, 150 of them come up into our community alone. So this part of the county is growing fast. We know that the need will be there even more in the upcoming years. And so we have a fundraiser. And as part of that, Jack Pine has given us, I don't know how many of you like the glass blown Jack Pine pumpkins, but he did a special collection for Mother's Day that is the breast cancer pink. They're beautiful. And it's a set of 3, so it's the bigger one, medium, and the small sized one. It's a set of 3. We're selling raffle tickets for $20 a pull. But you know what? I have flyers here. If any of you are car enthusiasts and would love to bring your Jeep, motorcycle, truck, car, we would love to have you down there. It's $15 the day of the car show, $10 if you register before. I have registration forms with me, I have raffle tickets with me, and if you just want to donate some money, I will be more than happy to take that down to the senior center as well. So thank you so much. Enjoy the wonderful homecoming. Hopefully this weather will continue Friday night for those the fireworks, right? We'll just think good thoughts. But thank you for supporting the homecoming. This really is one of our community's highlight. And girls, you've done a wonderful job this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Ron's going to stick around and she'll be down at the judges table after the contest if anyone needs any more information or wants to buy a raffle ticket. 2 more quick things. Mackenzie is still over at the registration table in case there's anyone that wants to register for the Junior Miss contest or the Little Miss and Mister contest tomorrow night or the baby contest on Friday. Now one more thing. So this is the 96th Commercial Point homecoming. So the 100th anniversary is coming up in a couple of years. So we are trying to gather all the queens that have been queens here in Commercial Point through the years. So we have a list of years. If anybody knows who the queens were at any given time, if you'll stop over at the table and see Mackenzie, it's going to take us a few years to get a celebration ready, but we would like to welcome all the queens back to ride in our parade and have some cookies and punch for our 100th anniversary homecoming. It's a few years away, but it's going to take that to plan it. So that'll be over here, and now we are ready for crowning. I know you guys are ready too. Everybody is ready. The 2024 Commercial Point Homecoming, second attendant is contestant number 5, Lilia Felizi. Here in a minute, we're going to have a special guest. Our first attendant is contestant number 4, Ava Kurtz. Everybody will have to adjust their crowns after crowning. It's hard to get them on up here. And your 2025 Miss Commercial Point Homecoming is contestant number 1, Lauren Pierce. Congratulations to our Newport, and thank you for all of our contestants. Everybody did a fantastic job. It takes a lot of courage to get up here.